not to confine supreme worship to God alone. Therefore, when he prostrates himself before Peter, he certainly does it not with the intention of adoring him instead of God. Yet Peter sternly forbids him. And why? But just because men never distinguish so accurately between the worship of God and the creatures as not to transfer promiscuously to the creature that which belongs only to God. Therefore, if we would have one God, let us remember that we can never appropriate the minutest portion of his glory without retaining what is his due. Accordingly, when Zechariah discourses concerning the repairing of the church, he distinctly says not only that there would be one God, but also that he would have only one name, the reason being that he might have nothing in common with idols. The nature of the worship which God requires will be seen in its own place. Book 2, chapters 7 and 8. He has been pleased to prescribe in his law what is lawful and right, and thus restrict men to a certain rule, lest any should allow themselves to devise a worship of their own. But as it is inexpedient to burden the reader by mixing up a variety of topics, I do not now dwell on this one. Let it suffice to remember that whatever offices of piety are bestowed anywhere else than on God alone are of the nature of sacrilege. First, superstition attached divine honors to the sun and stars, or to idols. Afterwards, ambition followed, ambition which, decking man in the spoils of God, dared to profane all that was sacred. And though the principle of worshipping a supreme deity continued to be held, still the practice was to sacrifice promiscuously to genii and minor gods, or departed heroes. So prone is the descent to this vice of communicating to a crowd that which God strictly claims as his own peculiar right. End of section 19.